All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in this video, I'm doing two things now. So I'm doing the original PC live video that I'm doing from my PC. I notice I don't get a lot of views on there, so I decided to let me do it on my phone to see if I get more views and somehow people start subscribing again. Regardless if you do or you don't, it's all good, you guys. I just want to try it out, something new. I've been here for a minute, so let me clean my phone. There you go, way better. So, alrighty, guys. If you want to see this video in full screen and better, you can just go to my YouTube video and you will see that the video before this live was, or the live before this live was actually the whole screen. You can actually see it instead of me doing all this shit around. One thing I want to point out about the S&P 500. So, as I was following the S&P 500 on the monthly, I noticed that the S&P and the Nasdaq were showing me signs of, because you had to see the whole story at that time. This is the S&P and the monthly, and this is the Nasdaq. What we were getting told during these times was that we had hope. Let me just stay on one right now. We had hopes that once we came, this is the monthlies, once we came to, first of all, we got the whole October shutdown for the whole month, which then once it opened at the end of October towards November, we thought the market would then go up, especially the Fed appearing and saying, hopefully saying good shit. But as November came and we got delayed data from October, we started getting bad news. And that's why, as we came to December, in the 20-ish, we had hope that the market was going to continue going up and had a fucking Santa rally. And nothing happened. You then will go to, and then you will notice that the market, after it opened, that area, that gap was very important. The market needed to sustain above October's, before October's, before the government's opening. It was very important that created like a invisible resistance. And if you notice after that, after it came up, it tried to create support above it. So it's very important that it maintain above it the whole time. Also, to be very bullish, you wanted the markets to stay above where the market opened in October on the 27th. I believe it was on a Monday, or no, what was it? Thursday, my bad. No, yeah, Monday. Yeah, Monday 27th. So it needs to stay above Monday 27th to show dominance, to show bullishness. So it needs to stay above that to really show bullishness. Holding above before the government shutdown, was announced that it was gonna, get in talks, conversations. That was your last support, like your last area to hold. So anyway, where I'm going with that, once I saw the S&P start breaking that area, and I was seeing the Nasdaq, also the monthly. Weird thing that I noticed about the S&P 500. So notice how this whole time from here to here, pretty much January, December 29, all these 4 weeks right here. Notice how the market was going up. And whereas you look at the Nasdaq was flat all that time. So as the S&P was going up, the Nasdaq was flat. It was just consolidating that area, which I was like, and once the S&P finally broke through, I was like, yo, the S&P just broke through, but the Nasdaq barely just broke out of that resistance or that was getting stuck below, which was the fuck, which was 25,688. Not just that, but the S&P had created a new all-time high. See, new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high, and the Nasdaq it barely created a new time high, and then not even a new time high. It just barely broke from that resistance. What told me that was in that next day there was more data coming out or whatnot, or that week there was data coming out. So I knew that if the next day or 2 days or so, or that week, the market would then pull back, that the Nasdaq would have pulled back in the same area where it was stuck on, and if the S&P started actually then start going down from there, the Nasdaq, what they're gonna tell me once we got to these lower regions, that the market was about to really start falling down, that the rally and all this shit didn't work, and that was it for the market, and the market was gonna start going down. So the next area that I was looking for the Nasdaq was was this area right here, I believe. Let me see. I think I wrote it. Strong support, need to hold for bullishness. Oh yeah, this 3 monthly. So right here, oh, this is where we closed. But before that, we need to hold above this 3 monthly. If not, we continue going down. So here, notice how last Thursday is when we fucking had the bad signs like, yup, we're about to go down. We broke the 3 monthly. We're about to go down. And then this is the area where it did the consolidated, the 12 monthly candle. Or I talked about in my video. I noticed how it did a 12 monthly, 3 candle box. And this told me that the market was going to go up. But I'm going way off what I really wanted to talk. So let me tell you what I was paying attention to the S&P 500, especially Trump. Trump was a key. So to people that just see politics, or they just see, they go and see, did you hear what so-and-so said? Did you hear how tariffs this, tariffs that? And we just go around and we just talk about it. That's it, right? We put our 2 cents of what we think about what the president did or whatnot, and that's it. But to finance people, to people in the market, they understand. I understand why these fucks use the president as a way to move the market. Because people that don't know about the market, they don't see how by Trump making a threat on Sunday, 48 hours, and then Monday saying, you know what, never mind, you got 5 days, and they push the market on up, and they said, yo, you know what, never mind, we're gonna give him 5 more days. By the way, we seem to be having a good conversation, so let me put this shit up real quick. Red, orange, yellow, green. All right. So yeah. So with people that follow finance, they understand. Like I understand why it's important to see what the president says and when he says it, what he tweets, because it moves the market. So right here, for the S&P 500, we were on a daily downtrend. Right here, daily downtrend. You can see the daily trend line, even without the line being there. I'm gonna put it real quick without my bullshit. So it's right here. Stretches out right here. Fake out. Big fake out. Big fake out. Big fake out. And then here came Trump. Not bad. So here was Trump with his fake out. After that, also notice how Trump's tweet or Trump's whatever remarks, whatever the fuck he said, notice how it made the market go up and test that daily trend line and test that 3 monthly trend line that was trying to break. All this was signaling traders, hey, look, the president said we're good. The president said that they're talking with Iran and they want to work with them and whatnot. So I'm along it. I'm gonna go on options. I'm gonna fucking long the S&P 500. I'm gonna go on trading and I'm gonna fucking long it, bro. Yeah, didn't you hear Trump? Trump said that they're talking and blah blah blah. And what happened? Then Iran came and confirmed it and said like, actually no, we haven't been talking. He's been bullshitting you, and the market reacted to it. And I think we had we had data coming that day, I think, or whatnot. I'm not sure what they were waiting for, but as we get to Wednesday, because again we given 5 days, so Wednesday would have been your middle area. As you go Wednesday night to Thursday morning, that's when you're getting more nervous because Iran hasn't really said anything besides no, he's lying to you guys. So they gave it the 5 days, even though there was no talk. And okay, you're bullshit. We're coming to the end of the week. So as we don't get confirmation from Brown saying like, yeah, we talked and we're Gucci now, day 5. No, the market was scared. Like, no, they think it's bullshitting us. And right here was a signal for the market, for the fake, and the market was going to continue going on down. Then here came this week. Here came the week. The market was still scared because of that bullshit. He didn't make an agreement. And here he came on fucking Friday and said, you know what? Or Friday or Thursday. He said, you know what, you guys? I'm going to give him another 5 days. Fuck it. So he went from Friday talking about how I'm going to give him, another 5 days. So technically 10 days, April 6th. And then on Monday, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I think I'm going to leave, you guys. I don't really care if, they open the fucking, uh, Iran opens the fucking that area to fucking for the oils and the tankers to pass. We don't really care, We got our own oil. If you want to get your own shit, go ahead and do it. If not, you can get it from us. But we did all the tough stuff. We fucking shoot them all. We fucking destroyed their whole army. You fucking name it, we fucking destroyed it. So you guys take care of the easy stuff. That's pretty much how America wants to see me or whatnot. Like, you know what? We did all the hard part, and you guys don't really want to like help with anything. So you don't help us. So fuck you guys. Even though we started it and we poked the bear, we want you guys. Like we want you guys to clean our mess. That's pretty much what United States is telling. And then on top of that, you're telling the whole world. You keep on saying this sense of what the World Economic Forum. And the World Economic Forum, you went and you told everybody, yo, fuck you guys. We don't fucking need you. USA, baby. AI, Bitcoin, #1. And you were telling, yo, whoever's fucking with China and their fucking air windmills, whatever, you're fucking retarded. USA all the way. We're the best. What you gonna do? But that's pretty much what you told the fucking world that one day. So based on that shit, you now have everybody's on your bad area. Then from there you go and you want Greenland. And again, you're talking shit to your NATO allies or whatnot. And then after talking shit to the whole world in the beginning of the year, you then go start a war with Iran that is not even your fucking. Imagine that's like starting a war with Mexico, and you gotta fucking now deal with it. It's like if Europe came and fucked with Mexico, and Mexico's over here now saying like, because of that, now we won't let anybody cross through here, and because of that now they're short on whatever oil again or whatever whatnot, another important zone. And then again, they're gonna tell United States get involved, because there's too much for us, and yeah, it's like, so you guys take care of it. So, anyways, so we were hoping. So pretty much the market today. Notice where it was at. The market today, because they got to April 6th, right? So maybe today he was gonna say, yo, we having conversations, or maybe fucking this weekend we're gonna talk, and hopefully by April 6th we get a confirmation, you guys, and that would have sent the market on up fine. But the fact that you said, you know what, we should be out. We're gonna be out. All right, we're gonna be out even if it doesn't open. We're good. We got oil. You guys don't. If you guys want some, go get it, or we can buy it from us. And we should be there for 2 to 3 weeks. So the market said, "Oh fuck you, yo, come on. You just said you're good. You're gonna be out of there now. This." So Another thing that's telling me that the market is gonna just continue consolidating or going down, or just in plain fact consolidating in this range here, is oil. Oil is ready to fly again. If you go to the daily, this is where oil has been consolidating. At the 50 Fibonacci, on the daily of it, we broke through it. Yeah, the market is about to fucking, either we're gonna consolidate, either we're gonna. So this is all bullish. The fact that it held above that area, it tested the support or the resistance slash support. It tested the support, turned into a turned the resistance into a support. Now it's going back up. The fact that it's holding all the way up there is telling me that as long as we consolidate in this range from 100 to 105, and especially we stay stuck at 105, the market it's gonna start going down. Somebody's gonna strike. We're gonna start hearing bad news. Or we're gonna get some sort of, hey, we're gonna take care of this, whatnot, just to bring oil prices and control oil prices and stay, below 105 or whatnot. Otherwise, somebody's gonna get bombed. We're gonna get bombed, and you're gonna see fucking, you're gonna see oil spike, and you're gonna see the S&P fucking keep on falling even sharper and go back to the area where we were current support on Monday and Tuesday in that 12 monthly 3 candle box. That's what the market and the oil. That's what the market and oil is telling me. And Bitcoin's telling you, yeah, we're gonna fucking keep on falling. Ethereum, yep. See how stuck it is to the same area? I bet you this was Trump right here. Monday. Yeah, that was Monday. So all this is telling me that even Bitcoin, and Bitcoin also tells you, because Bitcoin, there's no data. I mean, there's no data. There's nothing really. Bitcoin is just pretty much market manipulation at this point. But Bitcoin tells you where the market is going because it's synchronized with the S&P 500. In a way, still, this is what's telling me that, hey, the war is not over yet, and we can still possibly keep on going down. Especially Ethereum and XRP. Those are the ones that tell me that we're gonna continue going down. Especially XRP. XRP is telling me that, yep, get ready for more dropping, or just get ready for more consolidation. Until we fucking break above $1.53, that's gonna tell me that the war is over and we're bullish right now. Especially right here, double top, we go down after that. All this is telling me, yo, get ready, because the market is not gonna continue on rallying. If anything, it's gonna fucking just consolidate and stay in these lower prices. So back to the S&P 500, and there you go. 1 hour time frame. Yeah, pretty much. We'll see we're in Asia going into Europe. We're most likely gonna hit 6,448, and as we get the data, we're just gonna consolidate. Tomorrow we need to shoot above 6,533, which is a 3 monthly, where we close the 3 month.